Hi, my beautiful Stress Reset sisters. I am excited to be with you again on a little sneak peek of some fantastic gifts that I have coming up for my 21-day stress detox program. And today I'm sharing with you the wisdom of Elizabeth, who is going to be offering you a gift when it comes to your mindset. So welcome, Elizabeth. Share with the community a little bit about you.
Hi, everyone. I'm so thrilled to be here and on this journey with Tracy and her journey to help everyone in wellness in all ways. And I'm just thrilled to be able to be part of this. So thank you. I'm going to be sharing some things about mindset and why that is so important to have a positive mindset. And it's not so much just to have positive, but also to get rid of that negative mindset as well. It makes such a difference in your life, in your physical health, in your business, in your personal life and relationships. So I'm just so thrilled to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. And why is taking care, and I like to even call it in the realm of self-care, why is taking care of the thoughts you think and your mindset important for people's well-being?
Well, first of all, really, if you've ever heard of the expression thoughts become things, it truly is. It's truly, if you're thinking things that really don't belong to you, if you have old stories that maybe you've learned while you were growing up or someone said to you and you started to believe these things and you started to have faith in them, they actually really kind of come to you. So it's important to have a positive mindset and one that helps you in the flow, that helps to create success in your life in all areas.
Yes, I agree. Thoughts do become our reality, and so it is really important. So when we're talking about stress, this program is a lot about detoxing stress, and not only as I've been working with the other women in those other avenues, but how does stress, or how have you seen it with clients or in your personal life, seen it affect the mindset and seen it affect people in a way that really does wreak havoc on their well-being?
No, that's such a great question. And I don't know of any of my clients who haven't gone through at least one of these phases. And we've had to work on having a mindset shift as well as other things, working on their business or their spirituality. So some of the things that really, really affect them, it stops the negative mindset stops them from feeling good about themselves. And you know, Tracy, that when we don't feel good about ourselves in many ways, we don't have that confidence to stand up and speak to people, to meet people, to build relationships. And really, that's what life is all about, is that ebb and flow of being with others. It also makes them sometimes feel unworthy to receive. And I know that's something you've talked a lot about in many of the things that you do. And why is that important, especially with my clients, is they're heart-centered entrepreneurs, okay? And when you want to give, but feel worthy enough to receive, you don't know how to ask to get paid, or you perhaps don't think what you're giving is of enough value, so you can't support yourself. That's huge in the entrepreneurial world. It also puts them sometimes in the position of allowing, maybe not on purpose, but allowing other people to take advantage of them. And that's when we have to learn how to set clear boundaries. But if we don't have that positive mindset and we're thinking, well, it's okay that everyone treats me that way, it's really not. So that, there has to be a shift. It can inspire sometimes a feeling of just wanting to give up.
Yes.
I'll just go back to my regular job, or this is just not worth it, or why bother? It sometimes keeps them in jobs or careers that they really don't, they're not living in joy. And, you're the fun coach and I love bringing joy. So, we're so aligned in that. It's like, if you're not living your business and your life and everything else in joy, or at least attempting that, why be that way? So it sometimes keeps them locked because they have these unspoken fears, and really they're not reality. It's the reality that they're creating. It also, oh my gosh, Tracy, it stops people from taking action.
Yes. Yes,
You
it
know,
does.
it's like they just kind of, you're just, it has the ability of just putting this wall up in front of you and saying, I don't know how I'm going to get there. I'm overwhelmed. I'm stressed. There's too much going on. I don't know what direction I'm supposed to go. And so they get so overwhelmed that it just stops them from taking just even baby steps, that very first step. And so, mindset is critical. It's a critical piece of being able to shift and eliminate so much of the stress, because we're really not here to be stressed. We're here to live in joy.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for sharing. As you're talking, it's, this program ultimately, if you look at it in a whole, is to help people come back home, help them feel like themselves again. Right. And when we're struggling with stress, I have found it disconnects us from ourselves, from reality. And so when you were saying that it blocks people from taking action, it a lot of times will manifest some things in their lives they might not truly want. And it's because they're coming from a place of disconnect. And I have found, especially with clients, and I'm curious if you find this too, is the more that they get disconnected, sometimes the harder it is to come home, because the more tempting the disconnect becomes, more comfortable the stress becomes. And I've been working with so many clients that have struggled for so long, and there's this part of them that doesn't believe that it's possible any other way. And it's almost because they've, as you said, they've kind of just withdrew to feel like life is going to be this way. It's almost, they found almost comfort in the disconnect and in the isolation because it's familiar.
Correct.
And the familiarity of it allows people to stay stuck, and they can come back home and they can start to realize that we all deserve more, then they're able to see what's possible. I find that stress kind of blindfolds people to all the other possibilities that are out there, and very tunnel vision, and only seeing the thing they're focusing on, which is usually something to do with stress.
Right. And it's almost like this vicious cycle too, that negative mindset and that worry and the concern and the overwhelm and the getting comfortable in the discomfort of, this is just kind of how it is. Like, I know you work a lot with women and the hormones, and sometimes the benefit of that is, it's not always the main goal, but the benefit is perhaps losing weight, and we all want to be healthy and all of that. But it's the cycle of, you just, if you have extra pounds on you and you're eating things that don't serve your body, it feels uncomfortable, but you get used to it. You don't realize it. And so it gets scary to think about, what would it feel like if I lost 10 or 20 pounds? How would people react around me? How would my significant other treat me or think about me? And it's the same thing, even in their businesses, and this, how I work with my clients as well, as, what if I am successful? I've never felt that before. Mm-hmm. It's kind of scary to feel that. What if I am successful? Will my friends still be my friends? Will my family keep trying to throw obstacles in front of me? And so that fear of the unknown, because they haven't tasted it yet, you're exactly right, is what stops them sometimes from getting out of their comfort zone. And then they remain in that mindset.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for that. And it's great at what you said, and there's a reason and there's a strategy to the work that I do and the systems that I have created, because just like we're sharing these sneak peeks in this almost chronological order with everybody, that's how that journey home really occurs. Is first, I'm sharing with the tribe about how to honor time and get very clear on what time is and your value to time. As John Kabat-Zinn says, all you have is time. Who tells oneself you don't have any time? That is all you have.
Right. Right.
So let's focus on that, create a container for us to put things into action and to create ritual. And then look at the body as this vessel and how important it is to take care of the body. Because sometimes I've found, especially with women and hormones, if there's something going on in their physical body, it can actually make their mindset feel depressed. Mm-hmm. When somebody's tired and fatigued, it's hard to feel happy and excited because the system, the vessel is depressed. And so I have created this chronological order of detoxing so that we can eliminate any possible stressor that's causing them all of these issues. And then it's important to look at the mind, because we have to look at the thoughts that we are thinking. Once we've cleared out the body, let's think of these thoughts we're thinking. And before we end here, this is, I'd love your opinion on this, is the reason why I do the mind and then I move into the emotions and the soul is, as you mentioned, sometimes the mind can make us feel a certain way. And also if our body is doing things, it can make us feel a certain way. And I have found more often people are thinking things that their parents said or that their family says or that they've been kind of conditioned to think. And for so many people, they don't even know what their own thoughts are because they have for so long adopted other people's thoughts as their own.
Right. That's exactly right. Just like when you feed your body food or you put chemicals in your body or even on your body, that it becomes toxic. It's a toxic buildup. It's the same thing with a mindset as these thoughts. And again, I have my clients have old stories that are 20, 30, sometimes 40 years old, and that they owned, and they said, well, I must not be smart enough, or I must not be able to do this. And you're right, it's not their thoughts. Those thoughts are also toxic. Yes. So a lot of people say, I'm just going to have a positive mindset. It's the new year coming up, 2019 or whatever the new year is, and I'm just going to have a positive mindset. Well, just like the body, where you have to detox the stuff that is really not good for you, you also have to let go of the negative mindset, that toxic first, before you can shift it to the positive mindset. And I have ways to help people do that as well. So it's very similar process.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And
it's important. I always say we only have so much space. So we have to let go of something to welcome something else in.
Exactly. Yeah,
and that's why detoxing is important, but why I've brought you women in as gifts to go deeper, and why I bring some of these other avenues into a detox that maybe other programs don't. It's not all about the food. It is about the food, and it is about moving the body, but it's about other things, because we could do juice cleanses until we're blue in the face, but if we're holding on to past belief patterns that we're not good enough, we're eventually just going to go back to the old way. And so it's important to clear out those thoughts, to clear out even, emotions that don't serve us, that maybe aren't ours. And so I think it's truly powerful. And so in alignment with that, I would love for you to just share with the community before we end how they could, in the realm of mindset, be able to go deeper with you with the free gift that you're offering them.
Oh, I would love to. I am so excited about this. So the free gift that I'm going to be offering this beautiful, beautiful community that you're gathering in is called 3 Shifts for Mindful Success. And I'm actually going to be sharing 3 separate videos. Each one is going to dive a little bit deep into a topic. So the first one is called a 4D shift. So there are 4 dimensions of how to shift things and move things around so that you can not only, whether you have a business or not, even though I do business coaching as well, whether you have a business or not, it can help you with your personal life and your personal details and kind of eliminate the stress and the overwhelm. So the first one's called the 4D shift. The second one is called the life path shift. And that's going to be really interesting. I work on the level of vibration and frequency as well. So that's going to give you an idea of exactly really who you are as an individual, and I'm going to help them to calculate and put that together and make sure that they're aligned in the path that works well for them instead of fighting against the stream and eliminating the stress. And then the third one is called the sacred space shift. And that's actually going to be shifting around your spatial area, the things around you that bring you either joy or just pile on top of you and create more stress. So I'm going to give ideas on all of those.
Oh, that's so great. And it's perfect because it's in the realm of the mindset I work in, of this mini ritual of small hinges swing big doors.
Right.
And this is a fantastic level up for the detoxing practices we're going to do in the program. So I'm so excited that you have joined us for this year's detox, Elizabeth, and that people get to share this amazing gift for them to start to really believe and own the thoughts that serve them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I thank you.
Thank you. Is there any last words you'd like to say for the community before we close?
I would just say join, ask a friend. The more we link arms together and support one another, the easier it becomes and the more that we rise together. So I just encourage all of them, each and every one, to just take a chance on themselves and want to shift in this beautiful holistic view in a way that you're going to be presenting to them. So thank you for doing this, Tracy.
Oh, thank you so much, Elizabeth. And it's so powerful. I say all the time, and I mentioned it in one of the training calls earlier after the challenge, was friend power over willpower any day of the week. And so, yeah, let's come together in community and really support each other, just like Elizabeth mentioned. And if this is something that you're feeling interested in, you want a little bit more information about the program or also Elizabeth's gift, feel free to contact me. And that detox does start live on the 21st. It would be fantastic if you can join us live, but the program is all fully recorded and it is in downloadable format shared right to you. And this is a reusable program so that we can start to clear out every time we're feeling a little toxic in a way that is easy and effective, so we can start to live a life we love. And as I say, have more fun. So thank you all for joining us today on diving a little deeper into the mind. And thank you, Elizabeth, for your time today, sharing your wisdom with my community.
My pleasure. Thank you so much, Tracy.
Be well.